You're bone-tired, washing grease off your hands after an 18-hour day building your company, when your wife's distracted glance and a buzzing phone spark a gut-wrenching suspicion. Ronald Winters, a 52-year-old contractor, discovered his wife of 15 years and his best friend, his business partner, were betraying him. But what if he held the power to flip their world upside down, stripping them of their stolen dreams with one calculated move? This is his story of heartbreak turned into cold, hard justice that'll have you cheering for the ultimate payback. If you've ever felt the sting of betrayal by those closest to you, been blindsided by lies, or craved the moment when cheaters face their reckoning, smash that like button, subscribe for more gut-punching revenge tales, and hold tight. This story of a hard-working man's triumph over his wife and best friend's deceit will keep you hooked till the final blow. Imagine a rugged equipment yard in Spokane, Washington, where Ironwood Forge hums with the growl of diesel engines and the clank of heavy machinery, dust rising under a wide sky. This is Ronald Winters' world, built from scratch over 25 years with calloused hands and relentless 18-hour days. At 52, he's the heart of his contracting company, a man whose work boots carry the weight of a dream forged through sweat and grit. Home is a cozy lake house shared with Cheryl, his wife of 15 years, and the memory of their son, Thomas, now in college. Wayne Hoffman, his best friend and business partner, completes the circle, a bond forged over vintage motorcycles and shared battles. But one April evening, that circle shatters. The kitchen clock ticks past 9:30 p.m., Ronald's boots caked with site dirt, exhaustion settling like a familiar ache. "You've been getting home late again," Cheryl says, her voice sharp. Neither fully accusing nor caring. Her phone, face down on the counter, buzzes softly. "Big project," Ronald replies, scrubbing grease from his nails. "The Patterson contract could double our business." Cheryl nods, lips pressed thin, fork scraping her reheated dinner. She's distant, her phone always close, no longer asking about his day. "Wayne called," she says, too casual. "Barbecue this weekend?" Ronald dries his hands, a knot tightening in his gut, the same instinct that warned him when competitors undercut. Bids. "Sure, tell him I'll bring steaks." Her smile doesn't reach her eyes, but when her phone buzzes again, her face softens. Private. Warm. "Just Jennifer from book club," she says unprompted. Ronald nods, heading for the shower. The knot. Growing. Something's wrong. Pay attention. Under scalding water, thoughts churn. Wayne's new truck, Cheryl's Thursday book club obsession, their synced glances at phones during dinners. Ronald met Wayne in 2010 on a construction site, bonding over Harleys, their friendship growing through Ironwood's lean years. Wayne invested $30,000 for a 15% stake, never questioning Ronald's vision. Cheryl, married to Ronald since their one-bedroom days, believed in him when her parents sneered at his dirty nails. Together, they built a life. Thomas, a lake house, her father's grudging respect at their 15th anniversary. Wayne was there for it all. Best man, godfather, rock. But last Christmas, cracks appeared. Cheryl's lingering touches on Wayne's arm, their too long glances. Ronald dismissed it. 15 years of trust don't break on hunches. Then came Cheryl's new perfume, late-night texts from Jennifer, Wayne's unneeded visits to fix faucets. Ronald worked late, chasing the Patterson deal, ignoring the rot. That Tuesday, he finishes early, grabs Cheryl's favorite wine, hoping to reconnect. The house is silent at 7 p.m., her car in the driveway. Her phone glows on the counter, a message from Wayne. "Left my jacket upstairs. Don't tell Ron." Cold certainty hits, an icy lock clicking into place. Ronald climbs the stairs, each step heavy, heart pounding like a hammer on steel. In their bedroom, Cheryl sits, clutching Wayne's leather jacket, Ronald's gift for his 50th. "Ron," she says, face paling, voice a whisper. He holds up her phone. He left his jacket. No denial. No excuses. She slumps, defeated. You're always working late. He was there. Ronald nods, calm, masking the ache behind his ribs. I need time to process. He drives to Ironwood's office, sits in the dark, whiskey untouched. 15 years of marriage, 15 years of friendship, both. Gutted. Pain hardens into resolve. I built this life. I'll take theirs apart. Ronald gives Cheryl 3 days of space, sleeping in the guest room, cordial but distant. She doesn't see him move. At dawn, he meets Harold Kessler, his attorney, in a sunlit Spokane office. Trigger Article 7, Ronald says, citing the clause protecting Ironwood from reputational harm. Wayne's actions. Sleeping with his partners. Wife. Qualify. Buyout at 20 cents on the dollar. Harold warns it'll get ugly. It's already ugly. Ronald shows texts, GPS logs of Wayne's truck at his house, emails from Cheryl's laptop. That night, he confronts Wayne at the office. What's this Article 7 nonsense? Wayne snaps, reading the dissolution papers. You know why? Is this about Cheryl? It just happened. You drove her to me, working all the time. Ronald's voice stays level. Sign or face consequences. Wayne storms out defiant. Next morning, Wayne bursts into Ronald's kitchen. Cheryl's gone, not answering my calls. Ronald sips coffee. Maybe she needed time to think. You threatened her, didn't you? No threats, just showed her the prenup's infidelity clause. No community property if she cheats, including Ironwood's profits. Wayne's face crumples. You planned this. I protected what's mine. Then, the final blow, an audit revealing Wayne's $173,000 embezzlement, fake rentals, inflated vendors, to fund his affair. Sign the papers, or this goes to the DA. Wayne signs in 12 hours, losing his stake for $120,000, a fraction of its worth post-Patterson. Ronald secures client contracts, Patterson others under his personal guarantee, locking 80% of revenue. Cheryl returns, cautious. I filed for divorce, Ronald says, axe splitting firewood with a crack. The prenup holds. You get the cabin, a settlement, nothing for Wayne. She gasps at his embezzlement, unaware he'd stolen to impress her. Who are you? She whispers. Someone. Done carrying traitors. Weeks later, Ronald sells Ironwood to Drift Shade for $17 million, staying as division president. Wayne's shares, worth $600,000, sold for pennies. Cheryl and Wayne's fling collapses. She moves to Seattle. He to a low-rent job in Idaho. Reputation ruined. Brace yourself. The climax hits now, with Wayne's empire crumbling, Cheryl's dreams shattered, and Ronald's masterstroke rewriting their fate in one devastating move. In Drift Shade's conference room, Ronald signs the $17 million acquisition, Arthur Bowman shaking his hand. Wayne bursts in, face red. You sold without offering me back. In? $17 million, Ronald says. Your shares were worth $600,000. You got $120,000. Wayne's jaw drops, fists clenching, the loss sinking in. Millions gone. His betrayal's cost laid bare. I'd be careful, Ronald warns, voice low. You're on thin ice. Wayne storms out, defeated. Ronald exhales, relief washing over him. Heart steady, triumph earned, marriage gone, friendship dead, but his legacy secure, justice absolute. This tale proves betrayal's sting fades when truth cuts deeper. Trust can blind, but resolve rebuilds what's lost. When did someone you loved break your world, and how did you rise? If this story of double betrayal and sweet justice lit a fire in you, smash that like button and share in the comments. What's your most heartbreaking betrayal? Subscribe with notifications for more Reddit revenges that hit hard. Thanks for watching. Sometimes the hardest lessons build the strongest futures. See you next time.